they've diminished the standing of America at home and abroad. In doing so, they're proving Joe Biden's mantra, America last, Americans last. Now let's bring in for reaction the Executive Vice President for the Trump Organization, Eric Trump. Big E, good push to have right here Monday. On Friday, Joe Biden said, America first. Well, that makes us poor. Well, perhaps in the D.C. swampland it does, but not certainly middle America in the average voter. I think America first actually works. You can weigh in on that or some of the things that we found out about Hunter over the weekend. What are your thoughts on what's going on in D.C.?
Well, listen, every single Biden policy has made America poor. Look at gas prices, look at inflation. Inflation's outpacing wage growth by, huge leaps and bounds. I mean, we've had runaway inflation. We've had an economy that people don't feel confident in. Consumer confidence is at all-time low. Gas prices are through the roof. Everything's more expensive. I mean, housing's through the roof, food's through the roof. I mean, every single consumer staple has gone up. I mean, he's made this country poor. Look at my father. He had the lowest energy prices in history. You had the lowest unemployment in the history of this nation, the lowest African-American unemployment, the lowest Hispanic unemployment. Our economy was absolutely rocking. Manufacturing was coming back to the United States. I could go on and on. I mean, regulations were being cut by leaps and bounds. He wasn't sending over hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars to the Ukraine while, states like Hawaii suffer, right? I mean, there's natural disasters. You've got these massive fires that have taken down half of a state, half of a, island in a state, and you have cargo planes flying over it to go to the Ukraine as opposed to actually helping the people who are United States citizens. It's a disgrace, but there isn't a single economic factor that Biden has done a good job on. And you compare that to 4 years ago, this country was rocking and rolling, and the entire world was envious of the United States of America.
I think you're hitting on a couple of things there. Insane that we're going to send, I think Joe Biden offered $700 per household for Maui households. And how many thousands upon thousands of dollars per household are we sending in foreign aid around the world? It's actually disgusting and insulting. The other thing, what people aren't understanding, they're this Bidenomics taking credit for lower inflation. No. Year one to year two, inflation skyrocketed. Year two to year three, this is where we are right now, and it's still going up. It's just not going up as fast of a pace. It's not going down. They're full of crap. It's still substantially higher than when your father left office.
Eric, maybe the greatest channel on any of the social media platforms you can follow is the White House channel, and they'll do that. They'll have inflation. We've had the largest drop of inflation in 25 years. It came down 1%. Yeah, congratulations. You took inflation from Donald Trump, which was 1.5%, 1.9% in a couple of the years. Perfect inflation numbers. You took it skyrocketed to 10, 11, 12%. And now that you totally screwed up the system, you're bragging that 10% is now 8% or it's now 7%. So that's the largest decline. You screwed the system, Joe Biden. Don't take credit for trying to fix something that you screwed. It's effectively, the fire chief and the arsonist. You go light a house on fire and then you put the house out and you claim victory for that? No, that's not how the system works, Joe. Yeah,
it's exactly right. It's when you go to a retail store and they've already jacked the price up 200-300%, and they say, well, guess what, we're down 20%. You might want to buy this item. It's still substantially higher. My point is the first year of Biden, prices skyrocketed. That's their new base, so it went further higher at a slower rate, and they're taking a victory lap for that. We're still, and by the way, your father's 1.4% is better than perfect. 2% is the inflation rate that they go for, and he was 1.4% when he left. Hunter Biden, a lot of stuff came out over the weekend about Hunter Biden. Now, James Comer's Oversight Committee released some emails from Hunter Biden saying he's too busy to meet with whoever this person was he was going to meet with because he had to meet with the lawyers about impeachment. Hunter Biden said this, not when his father was vice president, but when your father was president.
Listen, the Hunter stuff is infuriating, and it's deeply personal to me because if I ever jaywalked, if I literally jaywalked in the state of New York right now, they would try and find a reason to arrest me. If I had an email that had a comma out of place, they try and find a reason to literally throw me in jail for it. And then you see what this guy gets away with. I mean, Secret Service is pulling handguns out of dumpsters outside of supermarkets in 2018. The guy's going around the world taking money from Romania and China and all these other countries. Haley Biden and other children, who aren't in the business world, who have totally separate careers and totally separate jobs, are getting money from all over the place through shell entities and these complicated structures. I mean, Eric, if I did 1/100th of that stuff, I would be locked up. The key would be thrown away. I wouldn't stand a damn chance. And then you see the DOJ and how they cover for Hunter, how they cover for everybody. You see these sweetheart deals. Effectively, they try and slow walk everything to let them off on just statute of limitations. It's thing after thing, and it's literally cost the American people. It's caused them to lose faith in government. The United States of America's government it's lost its credibility. Our judicial system, our law enforcement has lost its credibility.
Our credit rating went down a couple of weeks ago. Eric, the oversight committee now, I'm 90% sure Comer's up to somewhere in the ballpark of $50 million. $50 million that someone named Biden, Hunter, Stephen, daughter, nephew, someone named Biden got to the tune of $50 million. Does that sound like anything that they would stand by and say nothing this year if it was the Trump last name?
And they're not even in business. Tell me what they sell other than influence. You know what we do. We do hotel rooms. We do a lot of other things. Tell me what they sell. Right?
They sold America, Eric. They sold America.
You know what, Eric? If somebody came into one of our hotels when my father was president, and they were from a foreign country, a government official from a foreign country, and we found out about it, you know what we do? We donate all the money for that, that margarita that they bought at the bar, donate it back to the United States Treasury. And these guys who aren't in the business world, don't have hard assets, that are flying around on Air Force One, Air Force Two, all over the world, peddling their influence, peddling their name while their father's in office, are taking somewhere in the neighborhood of $50 million to use your number and pocketing it. It's a disgrace. I would be in jail for doing exactly that. But because they have a Democrat, meaning because there's a D before their political party, and because the entire system is weaponized, these guys get away with murder. And Eric, the entire country understands the system. They understand the imbalance in the scales of justice. It's wrong. We're better than this as a country. We're a hell of a lot better than this as a country. We've got the most corrupt president and first family in the history of the country in the Oval Office right now. And it's somebody better start paying attention to it. Otherwise, this is going to be status quo in Washington for a long time to come.
No doubt. No doubt. Eric Trump, really good having you. Appreciate your time, sir.
Thanks, Eric.